The Last Letter, a beautiful story of World War I by Shailesh Kumar A. Dubey. In a small French village surrounded by quiet hills and golden wheat fields, two brothers lived with their mother and little sister. Their names were Julien and Marc Brousseau. Julien, the older one, was calm and thoughtful. He worked as a schoolteacher and loved writing poetry. Marc, younger and full of energy, worked on the farm. He was strong, bold, and always curious about the world beyond their village. Life was peaceful. People laughed, sang in the evenings, and believed the future would be better. But in the summer of 1914, the world changed. When Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, a chain of alliances pulled the entire continent into chaos. Germany, France, Britain, and Russia all entered what would become the First World War. Marc, excited by the call of duty, joined the army first. He wanted to protect his country, to be a hero. Julien didn't want to go, but when he saw Marc in uniform, he made a quiet decision. He would not let his younger brother go alone. So both brothers marched off to war, full of courage and hope. They promised their mother they would write every week. At first, their letters were cheerful. They described new places, uniforms, and songs sung around campfires. But as months passed, their words became darker. They entered the trenches, long, muddy ditches where soldiers lived, fought, and often died. There was no glory here, just cold nights, rats, disease, and the sound of endless shellfire. One night, something strange happened. It was Christmas Eve, 1914. Snow had fallen gently on the battlefield. The guns had been silent for a few hours. Suddenly, across the no man's land, soldiers heard singing. Still Nacht, Heilige Nacht. Silent night, holy night. German and Allied soldiers slowly climbed out of their trenches. They met in the middle, shaking hands, exchanging food, playing football. There was laughter, warmth, humanity. Julien met a young German medic named Emil. They spoke in broken English and French, shared photos of their families, and made a promise. One day, Emil said, "This will be over. We'll meet again, in peace." But the next morning, the war returned. The generals were angry. The truce was over. In 1916 came one of the deadliest battles in history, the Battle of the Somme. Marc and Julien were sent there. The sky thundered with bombs. The earth shook. Men disappeared in clouds of smoke. Marc was hit by shrapnel. Julien, covered in mud and blood, carried his brother through barbed wire and bullets to a field hospital. There, in a quiet corner, Marc held his brother's hand. He looked into Julien's eyes and whispered, "Tell Mama I tried to be brave." Then he closed his eyes forever. Julien was never the same. In 1917, Julien was sent home for a short leave. The village had changed. Empty houses, quiet streets, women working in the fields, children no longer playing. He sat with his mother under the tree where Marc used to climb. He didn't tell her that Marc died afraid, only that he died with courage. Julien had stopped writing poetry. Instead, he began writing one final letter. It was not for his family, but for Emil, the German medic from that one night of peace. He wrote, "Greater than, dear Emil, in the darkest moment, you reminded me we were still human. If you are still alive, I hope we meet again, not as enemies, but as friends." In 1918, the war neared its end. Julien was sent back to the front for one last mission. The land was full of ruined trees, dead horses, and silence. Everything looked grey. Then came the final attack. Artillery screamed across the sky. Julien, running through the smoke with the letter in his pocket, was caught in an explosion. He didn't survive. Years passed. Decades rolled on. The war ended. New wars began. The world changed. 100 years later, a group of schoolchildren visited a war cemetery in France. Among the white crosses and silent stones, a boy found a glass box on a grave. Inside was an old, faded letter. It was Julien's. It had been placed there by Emil's grandchildren, who had kept it safe all those years. The teacher read it aloud. The children listened in silence. Greater than, war is not about nations or borders. It is about brothers, sons, poets, and farmers we were told to hate. But we remembered how to love. The story of Julien and Marc is not just theirs. It is the story of millions, men who dreamed, women who waited, families who lost, and moments of light in oceans of darkness. Let us remember not the war, but the people, not the battles, but the letters, not the hate, but the humanity.